You know the drill, right? If you run an agency or any kind of small business, you've probably got a dozen different software tabs open at all times. Each one has its own login, its own monthly bill, and they absolutely refuse to talk to each other. It's not just messy, it's expensive, and you know it's costing you leads. So today we're going to dive into how one single platform is aiming to fix all of that.
This quote from an agency owner on Reddit just hits the nail on the head. It's not an exaggeration. For a business that's trying to grow, this kind of chaos is a complete nightmare. It's a pain point that you feel every single day, actively working against you.
And this is what a lot of people are calling the patchwork problem, or my personal favorite, the Frankenstein tech stack. Right? You stitch together all these supposedly best-in-class tools, but instead of creating some kind of business superhero, you end up with a monster that's clumsy, confusing, and always breaking down.
And this monster creates some very real problems. That software bill starts creeping up towards $1,000 a month. Your customer data is everywhere, in your email platform, your CRM, your calendar app. Your team wastes so much time just logging in and out of systems. And the worst part? Leads just fall through the cracks because your funnel builder doesn't sync with your CRM. It's a mess.
So, what's the alternative? Well, it's this promise of a true all-in-one system. One platform to finally kill the patchwork problem for good. And that's exactly the idea behind a platform called GoHighLevel. Now, GoHighLevel doesn't pitch itself as just another tool to add to your collection. Now, it's designed to be an entire AI business operating system. It's meant to be the one central hub for pretty much everything your business does.
And just think about what that actually means. Your ClickFunnels, your Mailchimp, your Calendly, your HubSpot, all of it gone. Replaced. Now your data just flows seamlessly from a funnel to an email campaign to a booked appointment, and everything is tracked inside one single client profile. One login, one bill.
But look, consolidation is only half the story. The real power, the thing that makes this whole system hum, comes from its AI and automation. And this is where the platform starts to feel less like a piece of software and more like an actual member of your team. This quote really gets to the core of what makes their automation so powerful. You can forget about complex coding or hiring some expensive specialist. With their workflow AI, you literally just type what you want to happen in plain English, and it builds the system for you. That right there removes a massive technical barrier for so many business owners.
So let's see how this works in the real world. Imagine a potential client calls you, but you're busy. You can't pick up. Now, instead of them just hanging up and calling your competitor, GoHighLevel's voice AI instantly shoots them a personalized text with your booking link. And just like that, a lead that would have been totally lost is now officially on your calendar.
And that's just one piece of what they call the AI employee suite. You've got voice AI acting like your 24/7 receptionist. You've got workflow AI as your operations manager, content AI as your copywriter, saving you tons of time, and conversation AI as your tireless sales rep, nurturing leads around the clock.
Okay, this all sounds great, but let's talk about what really matters. Does it actually pay off? Let's look at the hard numbers, the real dollars and cents of making a switch like this.
Check this out. This is a real-world example from an agency owner. Just 5 of the most common tools they were using added up to almost $1,000 a month. Let that sink in for a second. $971 for a handful of tools that don't even work together properly.
Now compare that to GoHighLevel's unlimited plan. It replaces every single one of those tools and a lot more for one flat fee, $297 a month.
So the bottom line here is pretty simple. That's a direct monthly saving of $674. Just by canceling your other subscriptions, the platform pays for itself more than twice over, right out of the gate.
But the savings, they go way beyond just dollars. Look at the impact on speed. This agency went from taking 4 hours to respond to a new lead down to just 12 minutes, all thanks to the automated follow-ups from the voice AI. And you know, in sales, that kind of speed is literally everything.
And these are the results after just 8 months. Team productivity jumped 40%. The time they spent creating content slashed by a massive 60% thanks to content AI. But look at this one. Client retention shot up from 68% to 89%. And on top of all of that, they saved, on average, 27 hours of manual work every single week. That's more than a full day back in your life.
Okay, so the results are obviously impressive, but come on, no platform is perfect and it's definitely not the right fit for everybody. So let's do a quick reality check. And here it is. This is the most common critique you'll find. GoHighLevel is incredibly powerful because it does so much,
But that also means there's a pretty steep learning curve. You're not just learning a new email tool, you're learning a whole new operating system for your business. So you got to be prepared to invest 2 to 4 weeks to really get comfortable and get it all set up.
So, who is this actually for? Well, it's an absolute game changer for marketing agencies, for consultants, and for local service businesses. Anyone juggling multiple clients and complex processes. But if you're a solopreneur who just needs a simple email tool, or maybe a huge enterprise that needs some hyper-specialized feature, this is probably going to be overkill.
And all of this really leaves us with the ultimate strategic question. For years, the advice was always to build a tech stack of best-in-class tools. But what if the complexity of that stack is the very thing holding your business back from real growth? It makes you ask yourself, is the key to scaling not just another tool, but a smarter, truly unified system?